Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to announce some things. I'm approaching the end of my time with my TFO marathon. It seems like people have actually been interested in watching it for the most part. I haven't been getting too many viewers on my stream, but the leveling curve is kind of boring. The end game is worse, in my opinion. I really am thinking of not bothering with it at all. I may do it, depending on what happens next month. But after the little backlog that's going to be out for the next week or so, I'm probably going to be switching back to some other stuff. I did get accepted into Combothon, or not Combothon, but Californiathon. I need to, I'll have to practice for that probably at some point in March. It's such a short run, and that Basara run that I submitted to them is like 6 minutes long, so, I can probably practice for just like, a day or two before I go. I still don't have transportation, worked out yet. I kind of can't really commit to going just yet until I have transportation and a place to stay. Ideally, I would like to just go on Friday and stay there overnight and then do my run and then come back. That would be the most ideal thing that I could do. Maybe I can do that with the train or something, but I haven't really worked that part out yet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go for sure. It's not going to be something like GDQ, people go to Games Done Quick events because there's a big chance that they'll be able to jumpstart their career on Twitch or YouTube or both. I don't really think that's going to be the case here. I just kind of wanted to go to meet people, maybe meet some new friends, some people that I talk to in the Twitch chat and stuff like that. That'll be what I'd be in it for. I hope that I'll be able to go, but it's kind of up in the air at this point. It's still 2 months away. The only thing that's really holding me back is I have my normal annual vacation that I go to, which is Fanime, where I see a lot of my real-life and online friends there. I don't really care too much about the convention itself, but like just going there to meet friends and stuff is always a lot of fun, and I hope that I'll be able to do both. California is such a giant state. It's like 2.5 states in one, pretty much. So even though I'm in the same state as this marathon, it's still going to be a bit of a struggle for me to go there. So I hope that'll be pretty good. I will be continuing Combothon next week. I don't think it'll be Monday. On Monday, I'm going to have to go pay off the internet bill, do the laundry, grab groceries, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be able to commit to doing it on Monday. I'll probably be on Monday, but Tuesday for sure I'm going to be starting again. I'm still quite a ways away from getting one, so I hope that if I'm able to apply myself and not get too depressed and stuff like that throughout the rest of the month, I'll be able to get at least a little closer to getting one. Kamen Rider Batride War Genesis, I am interested in getting it, but I'm still kind of waiting to see what's going to be going on with it, if the the port is good or not. If it ends up being good on PS3, then I won't need a PS4 for it. But the chances of that are pretty slim. I also got a bunch of Hell Mode invitations, so I'm going to run through a couple of these while I talk here. This game is so much fun. I really like the core gameplay and stuff. It has a lot of technical classes and stuff like that, but the end game is just like, how much crap can you take? And right now, I just like really don't have a high frustration threshold at all, so I don't think I'll be doing too much more than I have, but we'll see what happens. In terms of next month, basically plan A is to work hard on Combothon and get enough funding to get a PS4 and Kamen Rider Batride War Genesis, because it looks like it's going to be a pretty good game. But plan B will be maybe I'll get Arslan Muso instead. I haven't decided yet. I've heard some mixed things on Arslan. I've heard that the combat is actually pretty good, which is obviously what I would be interested in. But I hear it doesn't really have a great value for the, the amount that they're charging for it. So that's one of the things that's holding me back. It's also whether the PC port is good. I really don't want to... I actually don't have the option of just blindly purchasing it. I'll definitely be checking to see how the port goes. I believe it comes out on February 9th. By then I'm still going to be working on Combothon, trying to decide if I can get a PS4 or not. So I might not get it on release day. I might just play random stuff and if I get closer to, you know, Kamen Rider Batrider War Genesis coming out and I still don't have the PS4 funded, or I'm not close enough where I can feasibly get it on my own with the other money that I have, then I will get Arslan Muso instead, and that'll be February's project. I think that'll please everybody. They also announced the Ninja Turtles game. I haven't really talked about that. I'm sure people are interested in if I'm going to get it or not. I'm obviously really interested, and I'm a child of the 80s, so there hasn't been a good Ninja Turtles game in like 25 years or whatever, so I think it's going to be pretty cool that Platinum's making one. Looks like it's got a higher budget and a larger scope than you know, what they had with Transformers and Korra. So I'm definitely interested in it. It's just one of the things that I'm kind of worried about is the Sengoku Basara Yukimura Den game might be out in the same month. If they release them both in the same month, then I'm going to have to make some tough decisions. I hope that it won't come to that, and I'll be able to get both. Maybe they'll come out in the same month, but they'll be like 2 months apart or something, or 2 weeks apart. Maybe I can get it that way. But right now, a lot of people are saying it's probably going to come out in June because that's when that new, you know, Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie comes out, and they probably want it to be a tie-in. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I am interested in getting it. It's just my budget for gaming has been really low lately, and a lot of that is just because of how little I'm getting paid from my MCN. Like, I'm really not getting much at all. Like, I'd say the past year I've been getting paid like every 2 months, and it's barely anything. You know, I can pay like my XSplit bill off, you know, if it's a month where I need to pay another 3 months on my XSplit license, or I can get like, you know, some cash shop credit on this, or like a small $15 indie game like 20XX or Streets of Fury. That's pretty much the only, you know, that's all I've been able to use the income that I've been getting from this for. It hasn't been able to sustain any large purchases at all, even like small stuff like $60 games. Like, that's the kind of what I've been struggling with. It's been a big source of my depression, and I hope that things will change. I would definitely like to push Patreon more. I really don't like doing that stuff, but it's kind of getting to the point where I will need to have more funding in order to get more projects. That's kind of why I came up with Combothon, as a way to you know, do things that I haven't done for a while, like Muso games and stuff like that, while at the same time, you know, maybe facilitating a little extra funding so that I can keep this going. I am thankful to the 2 backers that I have. It's pretty awesome. I wasn't really expecting to get any backers at all, so the fact that I have any is pretty awesome. It's just, if I can get more, or if Combothon works better, then maybe I'll be able to get more projects. You notice right now it's been kind of just random stuff, and the reason for that is just the income that I've had. You know, the income that this channel has been generating has been pretty low, and it's been hard to get projects. Not so much get new games, just like take risks, you know. Like, if I was in a better spot, then I would just get Arslan anyway, just because it would be a Muso game, but I'm kind of at the position where I can't really do that. That combo is sick. Hey, cool, I got a Demon Eye. So that's pretty much all the announcements. I'm going to do 1 or 2 more of these so you can see how awful the endgame is. But lots of exciting things happening. I mean, there's the Kamen Rider game, there's Arslan next month, there's Californiathon in March, there's Ninja Turtles, and people are assuming it's going to be in June, and the Sengoku Basara solo Yukimura game is going to be out sometime around there, probably in the summer. Sumeragi was, I think, July, so it's probably going to be around then. I don't think I have any other projects lined up for July, so ideally I would like Ninja Turtles to come out in June, and then Basara to come out in July, and that would allow me to feasibly get both. Like, even if, you know, if I had like unlimited money and they both came out in the same month, it would still be difficult for me because I would be juggling 2 games that, you know, I would have to work really hard on to get the guides out and stuff. I really don't want to be in that situation, so summer's going to be pretty stacked with both those games coming out. They still don't have a release date for the Basara game, so I'm assuming that it's going to be at least another 6 months away. So you can come by for Combothon. I'll try to give out some stuff. Maybe I'll give out a copy of Streets of Fury EX or something. like I promised before. I think I can go get a Steam code from Walgreens next time I go on a snack run, and that'll be fun. I would like to get more requests, so if you guys have any requests for me, that helps me to structure the marathon and keep interested. So it's up to you guys, whatever you guys want. Alright, I'm gonna do one more here. I hope that I'll be able to go to Combothon. Combothon, Californiathon. I get the two mixed up so often, but it would be fun to go just to meet people. I'm not really going there expecting there to be like 10,000 people watching and having a huge explosion in growth. As nice as that would be, I think a lot of people have realized you go to those events planning to grow your channel and you're going to be disappointed. For me, all I wanted to do was just meet some friends and stuff, and if anything else happens after that, that's great, but it's definitely not the reason that I'm going. It's kind of depressing. You look at some of the people that go to GDQs, and like they're able to present themselves really well and explain the run and stuff. Some of them don't even have, you know, other people in their community. They're kind of like the Basara community. We're all pretty small, and none of them are going to be there when I do my run, so I'm going to be self-commentating. You see some other people do that too with their games. Their run goes really well, and you know, they have like really great commentary and stuff like that, and you look at their channel after the event and they have like barely anyone extra watching them. Kind of sad. It's kind of why I've been apprehensive towards going to a GDQ, because for me the expense for it would make it that I would definitely want some extra growth from it, but having that actually happen is such a huge crapshoot. Wow, these guys are being trolls. So that's pretty much what you do to get the best gear in this game, is you just do this over and over and over. You do it until you run out of money, you run out of challenges, or you run out of sanity, or a combination of the three. I wish the end game in this was better. I feel like this game kind of has an identity crisis. It's like, it's an old game. Like usually MMOs that are old, like World of Warcraft and like Final Fantasy 11 and stuff, like the classic ones that people still play to this day. Like normally when they get to like being a decade old, like they start to ease up on all the RNG and all the barriers that prevent new people from coming in. But this game, it's like, I guess they still have some kind of false hope that there's new people that are going to be coming in, especially on the Korean version. That's definitely not the case. Like, it's such a popular game, pretty much everybody has an account and they have like several capped characters. They're bored, they don't have much to do, but you know, they have been tinkering with making the end game a little smoother. And I hear that the next season is going to have maybe some ways to get Chronicle gear and stuff like that, alternate gear and stuff like that, and other things to help getting epics better. But it just feels like they don't know what the hell they're doing. It's like, you'd think after 10 years they would ease up on that stuff. That's pretty common. Even PSO2 is a lot like that. Like, they had those ultimate quests where, you know, the drop rate was like piss poor. It's like impossible to get what you wanted unless you just farmed all day and you had like the patience of a saint, you know. And they fixed it. Like, it took them like a couple months, but they fixed it, and now you can get that stuff by just grinding, and it's still going to take a while, but at least you have a guaranteed shot at getting what you want. And I feel that they definitely need to approach that at some point. They have been kind of tinkering with the systems a little bit on this version, since we obviously have like an exponentially smaller population than any of the other versions. You know, there are a lot of people that play this, and there are a lot of people that are whales that support the game, and they're the ones that keep the game running. But you know, I hope they look out for the little guys like me. You know, even if I did have the patience, I really don't have the disposable income or the dedication to put that much into it. Like, the gear that I have right now is pretty nice. I don't have rare clones or anything, but I've got pretty good emblems in here. I'll definitely be working with these a little more. My legacy set is pretty nice too. This is pretty much the best gear I could get that was just stress-free. It didn't really take me any time at all. I actually crafted 2 of these accessories here, and I bought this one. That was pretty nice. I wasn't really expecting that. That saved me like 15 million. I did buy an avatar set for my female ranger, so I'll probably be playing her at some point during Combothon, but what Combothon needs to be is it needs to be more requests. I've kind of just been playing random stuff, and that's kind of why I got burnt out. So if you guys have any requests at all, you can go ahead and hit me up. As long as it's not something that's going to drive me nuts, I'm open for it. I'm definitely still a long ways away from funding the PS4, and even if Kamen Rider Batride War Genesis either A, turns out to be a bad game, or B, it runs fine on PS3 and I can just play it on there, I would like to have one sooner than later because, you know, there are a lot of exclusives and stuff that may or may not hit PC. Ys 8 is one I'm definitely looking at. I'm definitely interested in playing that. I really like Ys. I'm just like not a huge hardcore fan. I've only beaten 2 of them. I have a bunch of them on Steam, so maybe I'll go through some of those during the marathon. So I'll be starting that on Tuesday for sure, probably my usual 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not sure if I'm going to get much of anything from Makers or my MCN this month at all. I'll probably put it towards like an XSplit license, or maybe I'll buy some credit on PSO or something. But like that, it's been pitifully low, and that's kind of why I came up with Combothon. I feel kind of bad to be asking for help like this, but to be honest, I'm gonna need to do it at some point. I figure I might as well do it now while there's not really anything going on. Like Arslan Muso is really dependent on whether the port is good. If it comes out into a decent PC port, I obviously don't have like a super great computer, so if the only complaint is that, you know, it doesn't run at 4K or something like that, then I'm not going to care, and I'll definitely get that when I have the funds. But Batride War Genesis is dependent on, you know, whether it's actually a good game at all, and if it's a, you know, good port on PS3 or PS4, and if I'm able to get one funded. So I'll see you guys on the marathon. You guys can enjoy the rest of the DFO backlog. I don't know how much more I'll be putting up. I've pretty much capped all my characters. You want to see my roster here? These are my favorite characters. They're all really technical, fun, fast-paced characters. I've already got them all capped. The only one that doesn't have the second awakening is the Rogue. They're probably going to add that in like a month or 2, so I'll definitely revisit her at some point. I may go ahead and do the dailies to get her force hit end gears. I hear that's relatively painless. It just takes a little while. I may or may not do that. The rest of these guys, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with them. But I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the backlog. I'll see you guys for Combothon. If you have any requests in advance, you can go ahead and let me know. And whether you wanted to be on stream or if you just wanted to be on a video. I think a video is easier for both parties because I can put it out whenever I want, and I don't have to worry about availability and stuff. I'll just go ahead and expedite the backlog and get it out for you guys. I'm still quite a bit of ways away. I've got about $100 towards it right now. I haven't really checked my PayPal in a while, but I'm about a little under half away to the way of getting one. Ideally, I would like to get one used, and maybe I could just get an extra controller. My PS4 controller's on the way out. It's kind of pissed off at how bad the build quality is on it. I've only had it for like a year, and it's already giving out, so hopefully I can just get one used off like GameStop or Newegg or something, and that'll run me, I think it's like under $300, I believe. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. I'll see you guys later. Peace.